All your husband is really going to get is a pretty package. No real substance.
Man, oh man. So it's late where I'm at right now, but I just finished watching the live stream and we got a treat tonight because usually bro don't directly go at people like that as far as responding to the detractors, but DJ Academics had it coming and he got what he had coming tonight. Uh, check out this clip. He addresses the Hermès rumors. He addresses why he does what he does and how basically DJ Academics is a sucker for coming sideways based on that. So check this out. Let me know what y'all think.
If you've never seen, I normally never wear hats when I go out of the house. This is my hat. Oh, and that's some Hermes too. Huh. Strange. I don't know about you guys, but when I go to Hermes, I shop. I don't know about you, but strangely enough, um, what do you do when you go to Hermes? Oh, I know. It's crazy, ain't it? What's been going on? What's been going on? What's been going on? You go to Hermes, you shop. You go to Cartier, you shop. You go to Baccarat, you shop. You go to Popeyes, you shop. You go to Chick-fil-A, you shop. So all I'm saying is, uh, you might want to get your glasses checked or check your sources, because I know when I go places, I buy stuff, and the managers and the my rep know me because they special order stuff. So defamation is real. Just saying. Can't just sit back and say, "Oops, that was an opinion" when you make a declaratory statement on a syndicated broadcast or anything like that. So I'm just saying, when we go out, we shop. We shop for ourselves and we shop for other people. Shout out to Smashley when I was in Houston. Oh, yeah. When I was in Houston. And as I was hanging out in Houston and picked that one up. They don't give those to people who just kind of hang out. You got to actually put some money out there for that one. So normally I don't, but I'm so busy traveling between here and here. I have to maximize my time. So I wanted to polish up some stuff that I'm going to take to Scottsdale with me, because it's going to be 100 degrees in Arizona. So you got to dress differently than you would when you're headed east. Okay. So, uh, oh my God, too easy. Too easy.
Kevin Samuels detractors like DJ Envy was made an example of tonight because the the Candlestick Maker chick who wants to find a high six-figure guy, $500,000 plus earning guy to take care of her and her family, wants to stay home and try to work on candles or sell candles online from home, and she thinks that's what she has to offer to a high earning man. And she's basically an adjustable six. Some people would say she's an eight. So in this episode, what Kevin does is uses the example of the entitlement of this lady to illustrate the point to critics such as DJ Envy of what we're really dealing with out here nowadays. So bear with me. I'm gonna let this play out. I want you guys to see the example and how it all ties together at the end to make the point, and how Kevin really just drives the point home and calls out the detractors, specifically in this situation, DJ Envy. All right, so sit tight. Check it out.
I need to be clear on what I think I just heard. A man like your father is not financially good enough for you.
No.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
My dad doesn't have enough money to provide for even if my mom wanted to stop working. So
who do you
no.
think you are? Ma'am, it's fine to have a high estimation of yourself, but I think you need to understand when you say you have the nerve to come in and say a man like your father who's married to your mother and provided and raised you, that you look down upon your father's income.
No, I don't look down upon
You said
it.
it's not enough for you. It's not good enough for you.
I wanted my mother. It's different. My mother wanted to work. She wanted to,
Because
you know.
your mother also got, what age did your mother get married?
I think they got married at 24.
Right. And you got nothing. So your mother got a husband and somebody to build a life with. You've got Instagram dreams. It's not like you were raised with a silver spoon in your mouth. Where does this entitlement come from? Because you're cute? Were you raised to be a homemaker?
No, I wasn't raised to be a homemaker.
So you're not one.
My parents met in the Marine Corps. While they were in the Marines, I was raised with my great grandma. She died when I was in like 9th grade. So she was a homemaker. She never worked. And
you're not her.
Literally grew up around
But
her.
you're not her. You didn't learn any of those homemaking skills. You learned modern woman. That's what you learned. That's what you learn. You don't have a recipe book. You don't have the skills those women had. You don't have the attitude these women have. You don't have the humility these women had. You're not humble. And why we're here is because you said what your father earns is not good enough for you. So basically, you just shit on half of the men in this country. All it would take is a car accident or a disfigurement to your face to change your attitude. And what I'm saying this is you can want what you want. But what I'm using this is to show is no one checks the entitlement of modern women. You guys are allowed to say this shit. You guys are allowed to think this. And it's not rude. It's not insulting. There are women who are going to be in the comment section. You shouldn't be trying to rain on her parade. She should go for whatever you want. But you don't think about the men that you're talking about. The men who tend to have that kind of money, they don't tend to deal with modern women. They tend to deal with feminine, traditional-minded women who understand their place. You almost sound like a gold digger because you really have nothing to bring to the table other than your desires. You're not uncommon. That's the troubling part, that men who would have been suitable in your mother's generation or your grandmother's generation, women like you look at men who would have been suitable for you in other generations as beneath you. That's why I'm so animated. So my critics and detractors, you need to understand this is part of the problem. Women like this who 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago would have been coupled and down the path building our community think they're too good for an average man. That's what it comes down to. They think they're too good for average guys. So all your husband is really going to get is a pretty package. No real substance. So you can't get mad at people like myself when I rank women, because if they're going to say, I want $500,000 for my looks, we need to be able to say what that shit is worth. So get upset that women get ranked by an image consultant because she had no problem ranking men. Her daddy ain't good enough for her, homeboy. Your father, the police officer, wouldn't be good enough for her, homeboy. The people that raised her ain't good enough. So before you decide to talk crap about me, you need to listen to what I say end to end and get out of your feminine feelings.